What's the best way to teach kids about the law of attraction so that they can manifest happiness and success in their lives? Stick around, you just might find the right answer today. Hey, it's Andrew, otherwise known as that guy who wrote the last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read, and today I've got a really special video. In fact, this was inspired by a question that was left on another video. The video in question was the one where I'm detailing the Can You Top This method. And if you saw that video, you might remember that one of the things that I had as an option in that method is going in tandem with someone else, cooperatively working with them and going in and back and forth so that you have an accountability buddy of sorts, so that you have somebody there in your corner working back and forth with you to help you get a better result and enjoy the process and be more consistent with it if that's what you want. The comment that I got to that video in question is this one from Lana, and it reads, "I just got the idea to do this accountability exercise with my 15-year-old nephew who's visiting next week. I really feel that this will be absolutely transformational for him at this time in his life. Do you have any suggestions or a video on teaching LOA to children? I have 4 nephews and I know that this can set them on an amazing path. Any tips would be fantastic." Well, Lana, in the words of Wesley from The Princess Bride, as you wish.
As you wish. As you wish. As you wish.
I am more than happy to try and field this question and try to give you some more clarity on this topic, and I really appreciate you commenting and asking that question because that's what inspires me to make more of these videos. Speaking of which, before I get to that answer, anyone out there watching, if you're enjoying these videos, now's the time to remind you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Make sure that you are getting notified for all future videos because I've got a lot more fun ones on the way. Speaking of which, let's get back to the answer here. Now, quick little disclaimer before I actually give you my thoughts here. I am not a parent or an expert in counseling children or anything like that, so this technically is not me telling you what you should do. It's more me telling you, based on my own life experience and my own personal opinion, what I would do in that situation. And then it's up to you to make a decision on your own and go from there. Got it? With that understanding in mind, the thing that you want to keep in mind here is that kids, their imaginations are always so much more potent to begin with because they're at a stage in their life where basically, to be honest, they have not been jaded. They haven't been told no as much as adults have. They actually are more open to more possibilities, and they're really also more open in a way that they might surprise themselves by the manifestations that they might invite when they go down this road, when they visualize, when they script, when they exercise gratitude and things of that nature. They might really surprise themselves and they really want to be ready for something that might come about. With that in mind, you almost want to make sure that you're making this something where you don't have them expect too much and you don't have them expect too little. In other words, you want to make sure that it's fun for them. So you almost want to have this conversation of saying like, hey, now that you know the law of attraction, wouldn't it be crazy if you thought this thing and you felt good about it and it ended up actually happening? You kind of want to make it an open-ended question and an open-ended possibility where they might be shocked. They might be pleasantly surprised, but most important of all is that they make sure that they can feel good in the moment, regardless of any future results afterwards. So really a huge thing here is you're positioning all of this the way I position it to other people as a strategy. Strategically, they're choosing to make this something where they're actually feeling good. That's what it's all about. They want to visualize what they want with gratitude as a strategic way of finding easy ways of feeling good anytime in their life, anytime in their day where they're stressed out about anything. This is almost like that discount trigger from my book where, something kind of negative happens or something that makes you feel bad, and you want to have a ready response that's actually positive, that's going to get you out of the vibration of negative and put you in the vibration of positive. That's actually what this is all about. So again, I want to make this a game saying, listen, all I know is this law of attraction thing. It might have some really awesome results, but in the meantime, while we're waiting to see what actually happens there, try out this gratitude thing and see how it makes you feel whenever you're down, whenever you're feeling bad about something, whenever you're worried or you're stressed or something like that. See if you can use this as a fun, easy way of getting out of a negative mood and going into a positive mood. That to me is a great way to position it to kids who are just learning about this and are curious and are not sure what to make of it just yet. Now, there's more here you can do. So for example, one other thing that you might want to consider is if you want to really make them feel confident and good about the situation, why not share success stories? One thing I remember from The Secret way back was there was a story in that movie about a kid who wanted a bike and how he visualized it and how it just came into being. And I just remember that part of the movie really being inspirational and really fun and just really joyful and really positive. And whether it's the movie The Secret or it's some other story that you read or anything, introducing stories, sharing success stories where people use the law of attraction, where they manifested, where they invited good things, that's the kind of thing that's going to boost somebody's confidence and make them more adventurous and more enthusiastic about trying this out and seeing what happens. So success stories are definitely your friend, in my opinion, in this kind of situation. With that said, technically we are still managing expectations here. We want them to be open, so you want to encourage them to really make sure that they feel good and they have the freedom and the permission that they're giving themselves to just play around with the visualization and the scripting and the gratitude methods and playing around with the details and the steps in all the different methods, and really just feel free to take it in any safe or positive direction as they kind of like grow into this and as they get used to these methods and as they actually see how these feel for them when they're engaging in each process. Another great tip here that you want to keep in mind is encourage them, if they're of an age where they're reading, encourage them to read any good books that you know about the topic. Gee, I wish I could think of a good book in this kind of situation.
Shameless plug.
Speaking of books, I think now might be a good time to take a quick time out and thank one of my awesome readers who left recent feedback on Amazon. I just wanted to share my thanks, I want to share my gratitude, and I want to share that review with you. So today's Spotlight review. This one was left by someone named Nice. That's their username, which I think is awesome. And the 5-star review that they left on April 11, 2021 reads, "I've read a lot, however, this book put everything in perspective for me. Great read, great methods, great motivation. This book helped me believe, but more importantly, stay consistent and have faith. This book has changed my life completely. I'm living great, feeling great, and I'm very confident in myself and my abilities. I love the knowledge in this book and I have fun practicing different techniques and methods. The book is really simple yet thought-provoking. I really enjoyed this book and I'm very thankful because I live the life I desire and this book has helped me continuously achieve all that I desire and more. Highly recommended if you want to live and feel abundantly." Wow, I am almost speechless. In fact, I read that review and I had one reaction. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am for that feedback. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate you sharing those thoughts. And most importantly, I'm just so excited and I'm so appreciative that the book has made that kind of positive impact and that you're enjoying the methods and you're enjoying the content overall. Thank you so much for sharing that. And speaking of sharing, I have a little more I want to share today regarding teaching the law of attraction to kids. So my next tip for you. This is actually one of the best ones I can ever give, and this, of course, actually comes full circle because remember the video that inspired the comment, that inspired this answer? It was the Can You Top This method, where basically one of the things that I was teaching was how to do this in tandem with somebody else. So a great way, in my opinion, to introduce the law of attraction to anyone for that matter, and that's whether it's a kid or it's an adult or anybody, is to do this and teach it to them by doing the vibrational work with them, by actually choosing methods where you can cooperate and you can do things together and you can actually break down these methods, break down these processes, discuss it, work with it, and have fun with it. And you know, for example, the one method that I personally do every single day is where I pull out my phone and I hit my recorder app and I leave a message of all the things that I'm grateful for in my life and I send it to my friend across the country and then he does the same thing for me. I actually have someone that I do this with every single day because, you know, for me, obviously it's very easy. I'm in the habit of it. I understand how important it is. I can technically do this without a friend, but why not include a friend if I have someone with me there who's willing to do this with me, who's going to keep me accountable, who's going to inspire me, who's going to push me, who's going to keep me motivated and excited about this whole process, which, by the way, has been going on for 3.5 years. We have not missed one day. It is that much fun to have someone else to do this with if you can find someone like that. And the thing is, anybody that you teach this to, they're going to appreciate you being there for them as you teach them, as you help them get their training wheels off and really get in the mix and really learn this and really understand it and really get a feel for whatever method they enjoy the most. Speaking of which, if you can't think of a method to do that's going to work in tandem, well, again, remember the video that inspired the comment, that inspired this one. It's the Can You Top This method. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that in the description and make sure you can just click there and check it out. That's a great method to experiment with if you want to teach someone about the law of attraction and really get them comfortable and be willing to do the work with them. Be willing to be a guide for them until they get on their own feet, until they get comfortable doing it for themselves. That is my best advice. Again, not what you should do, but what I would do. You can take it from there. And now I would love to hear from you. So do me a favor, comment below. Let me know which of these tips resonated the most with you. Let me know if there's anything that you thought of that I have not mentioned that you think is a good idea. Any kind of positive comment that you think might help other people that are watching these videos and reading these comments, Do me a favor, post below, and remember, any comment that you leave will get you entered into this month's drawing, where one lucky winner will walk away with Gravity of the Cosmos, my advanced level full immersion guided program for manifesting your every desire through the law of attraction. This is the program where I take you through 90 straight days of manifesting methods in only a few minutes a day so that you don't have to worry or wonder about what method to do or when to do it, and you can just sit back, relax, and follow along as I guide you through 3 full months of massive vibrational momentum toward manifesting the life that you've always wanted. And if you want a test drive of the program, my book, The Last Law of Attraction Book You'll Ever Need to Read, has a link to special bonuses, one of which includes access to the first few days of Gravity of the Cosmos, free of charge, so you can try it before you buy it. And you can find the book very easily by going to lastlawofattractionbook.com. That'll auto forward to the Amazon listing where you can get it in Kindle or paperback or audiobook, depending on your preference. And that is all I've got for you today. Thank you very much, Lana, for that comment/question. Thank you to those who've read the book, and really thank you to everyone who's just engaging in these methods and really using them to invite a better life for themselves. I really appreciate you. This is what it's all about. So again, thank you so much for watching, and be back soon because I know I will be. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time.